The more you know, the rainbow, that whole thing.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing that thing only with, like, like the meme of Casper. Like you see a meth head doing some fucking crazy dancing on the street. And it's like Casper, but it's like the more you know kind of thing. Yeah,
little theme. Just
welcome to Casper,
in your head.
everybody. Yeah, that's the way she goes. All right, dude. Lights are on. Lights are off. Window. Yeah, we're good, man. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, that was more powerful, right?
Yeah,
was that pretty good? Was that a better
good.
one? All right, okay, we're starting off better this week than we were last week. 307 Reacts, I'm Matt, that's Chris.
Yeah.
On the screen in front of us is something, ironically, that I saw posted on Facebook from somebody who's not related to our channel whatsoever earlier today, but now I'm in the studio and the thumbnail happens to be pulled up here. It's Oliver Anthony, Richmond of North Richmond. Now, apparently there's a story behind this.
Richmond. North of.
Oh,
Richmond.
sorry. Richmond, north of Richmond. My bad. My apologies.
That's an important.
I am 110% dyslexic, so that's where you get the thing. Anyways, so there's kind of a story behind this.
Yeah.
You told me briefly before, but I'll let you explain it so I don't.
So apparently there's been struggles with like actually getting this video to stay on platforms. West Virginia Radio. If you guys notice, this video is not on his personal page, and I think there's a reason for that. Now, this song, I've heard this song all the way through. It's been on repeat for like the last 4 days, ever since it's come out.
Is this his song?
This is his song.
Why did he have trouble getting it up?
We'll watch the video, listen to the lyrics.
Got it, okay.
Everything. Here's the thing I don't understand, okay? For those of you who have heard this song, why is it that the guy from Virginia, up in the mountains, him and his guitar, can say something that maybe mainstream media doesn't agree with, and they attack him harder than they attack somebody, say, like Tom McDonald? Not to say that they don't attack him, but I feel like it all has to do with he's a smaller artist. And I think that they're just like, no, we're going to give this guy everything we have. Fuck him.
It's like an easy
He's
target.
He's going to give up.
It's like, it's like an easy target.
Yeah.
It's like a good way for them to just be like, look at this is our prowess. This is what we do. We can take you down. That's not a bad theory.
Apparently in the news today, there are people on the left who are upset with him and want the song canceled. So we're going to figure out why.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I've never heard the song before, so I have no idea what we're getting into.
Dude.
So this could be a toss-up with me, lyric-wise. We'll figure it out. I know Chris has heard it, so he'll be here to help decipher what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's, if you guys are along for the ride, hit that subscribe button. That's all we're trying to do this year is get 30,000 subscribers before Christmas. We're almost there. We're like under 300 subscribers, so if you hit that button, it helps us. It's free for you. It could do everything for us. So hit that button and let's get into it, shall we?
Let's hear some of that Appalachian music.
Let's go.
I've been selling my soul.
Go. You're good.
Working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away.
Okay, hang on. It came in kind of quiet, so I want to, and now I can actually really...
Just started at the top.
I can really hear my voice coming through.
Oh, fuck,
so
yeah.
I'm going to just do this. There we go, and just kind of kill it. There we go,
that
perfect.
chair
All right, dude. I've been meaning to bring a can of WD in here, just give that a spritz, you know. All right. I can hear it. Let's go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. People like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do. You know, but I know that you do. It's your dollar.
I love that line.
Dude, I love just I'm all about these like independent, gritty,
Yes.
open acoustic performances where they're
Yes.
clearly very, very passionate about what they're doing. You know, like
Yes.
he's obviously got a lot of feeling into this, and he's
Yes.
not holding back, and you can kind of hear the desperation in his voice. And dude, it's fucking great. Not to mention the message is,
Yeah.
what? Okay. What now? There's controversy over this, over a dude talking about being a working man, and it's kind of bullshit that you
Well,
work for nothing these days.
Being a working man, you know.
hello.
That's a little controversial these
Oh my
days.
God. Okay, sorry. Wow, being a working person, or was it
Oh,
man
oh,
or
yeah.
working that was the wrong word? I'm confused. See what? What is happening here, dude?
But no, I like in the beginning, and I was talking to Pappy D about this because we were talking about how difficult it is to write songs and poetry and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a lot of people forget is that really good songs have a character, a plot, and a place, right? The plot doesn't even necessarily have to be solved, right? It just has to be a story
needs
of
to-
some sort.
Yeah, it helps develop the theme of the song, right? Yeah, sure.
So the characters
I'm still working with
are-
volumes. Just bear with us.
the characters are you and me. He says, we work all day for bullshit pay. We ride home and then drain our troubles away, talking about drinking and stuff.
Yeah,
which
sure.
I get, dude, after a long, hard day, a cold beer is pretty nice.
Hi, I was at the bar before we came in to shoot episodes tonight, and that's what
Like-
happened. It was 94 degrees, and I worked my ass off today, and I went and got a happy hour drink. It was
Yeah.
great.
But like when that's all there is to your life, because you're getting the bullshit pay, you're working your ass off, all you have is a cold beer when you get home. What I mean,
Isn't it-
fuck,
and-
dude, that's depressing as fuck.
Isn't it weird how you're kind of almost forced into that too? It's like
Yeah.
you can't really afford anything, but you can afford a $2, $3 beer after work
Yeah.
during happy hour, and like you know your friends are going to be there because they're in the
Yeah.
same fucking boat that you are, you know. And
Yeah.
man, it's weird how it's almost like you're almost forced into that kind
Mm-hmm.
of a lifestyle if you're just a standard working person, you know, doing the daily, doing the grind, man. Wow,
And then he talks about the Richmond north of Richmond.
yeah. Now what's
which-
that about?
Richmond, Virginia. Just north of that is D.C.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's
Yep.
referencing the politicians. They want to know where you live or what you think, what you do.
That makes sense.
And
yeah.
then he goes, they think that you don't, right? He goes, they want to know everything that you do. And they think that you don't. But we know that you do. He's like, hey, those politicians are so disconnected from society, from regular blue-collar society.
Oh yeah.
That they think we're just a bunch of dumb oafs out here fucking filling potholes and fixing cars and loading trucks. That, like, we have no idea what the fuck's going on in the world.
when you get to a certain
And we're all over here like, we know exactly what's going on. You guys are fucking stupid.
when you get to a certain status, I guess, would you even consider like people in our workforce like people when you're at that status, like that weird corporate super high like
What's that?
technically you're not really
I mean-
people, you're like cogs in a machine, right? Like you're
Yeah.
kind of just you're a piece, you're a part in an engine, right?
To bring it to a perspective that we see online quite consistently is a Karen at a restaurant, right? Some rich lady with her Mercedes come through the drive-thru, they mess up her order, and she just treats them like trash.
yeah.
That's kind of like what the politician is to the regular person. It's like there's such a disconnect there
Man,
that it's just
They
don't.
I'm not pointing fingers any one way or the other. I'm just bringing up something that I saw. I saw Biden doing a speech today, or like they did. It was on the news. He was doing a press conference or something like that in Maui or Hawaii, whatever just burned down,
Yeah.
right? Dude, and like I'm not even gonna lie. He got on the podium, and I'm in the middle of the bar, and he's on TV, and I'm like, he doesn't even look real. Like he. And it's not like I'm not
Yeah.
talking shit. Like he legitimately like doesn't look like it. And to be honest, I think Trump's kind of the same way. Like there's all these just weird makeup kind of puppets, dude. To be honest,
Yeah.
like the government parades around and puts them up on a podium. And they're like, you need to read this prompter and do this and give a thumbs up and say this thing. And it's like, I don't know if that guy. I don't even know if that guy wants to do it. I don't even
Yeah.
know if he's up there wanting to do that. You know, at a certain point, I think it's just like, this is the job you took, bro. Get up there and do the damn thing. Like,
Yep.
whatever. You're there now. Like, I don't know, man. But just kind of some of that weird. Like, he doesn't even look like. I don't know, dude.
He looks wax for sure.
Dude, that's what it, I was like. It looks like a wax figurine up there, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And they say the presidency, you know, like it adds however many years to your life, decades to your life being a president. Like, look at what Obama looked like after he came out. You know, went in looking like an NBA star, came out looking like Morgan Freeman, right? Like, you know, like. Anyways,
And
we
to
should
be
probably just
fair,
keep going.
Morgan Freeman's looked that old since he was 20.
Dude, he's never looked different, I don't think.
Yeah.
He's just been that guy ever since he got famous, dude. All right.
Anyway, so let's back it up just a couple more here.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
get
go.
it.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
Big facts.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord.
If we're gonna be honest, I think that line is what did it. However,
that's fair, but like,
however, there's nothing in any community guidelines that says your piece can be taken down for that. Okay.
well, and music is all up to interpretation, right? Like,
It is.
who's to say he's talking about what kind of miners is he talking about? There's miners on islands all over the place. Mining coal, mining batteries for our cell phones, mining
Yeah.
chips for our cars and our computers. I mean, there's miners on islands all over the place. Okay. So I'm not trying to defend anything. Okay, let's get that clear right now. I'm not trying to defend anything. I'm just saying, as far as YouTube guidelines are concerned, he should 100% be able to get away with that because
even if
he's
he
not
said-
specifying anything. Like,
Even if he specifically said, you know,
Underage children
politicians
hiding
shouldn't
kids.
be fucking kids on another
Exactly,
island.
right, yeah,
okay,
sure.
That
and
should
see,
still
okay,
be
now that it's
allowed.
out, I'm not defending that at all. I'm just saying, like, he could be. Technically, by the provisions of music being, perspective, he could just be talking
Now-
about some dude in a coal mine somewhere on a fucking island somewhere.
Supposedly,
I know he's not. I get it.
Supposedly, they're arguing hate speech, which I haven't seen it yet. This doesn't qualify for hate speech for me, which we'll get there.
No. it
Now,
doesn't.
here's the thing I love about this line. I wish that they would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. He goes, they got their focus so narrowed in on either keeping the list a secret or trying to expose the list that, now keep in mind, he's from Virginia. Virginia coal mining is a big thing, and there's always been huge health risks that go into that, and they're not being paid correctly. They're not being paid enough. Their health benefits suck. Like, and he's like, they're so concerned with keeping this list of pedophiles, like, just quiet, that, like, we got real people providing power and water literally for the White House that are just dying.
See,
And nobody gives a shit.
and that's where I went first when he first said miners.
Yeah.
My brain immediately went to those miners that got stuck in that mine and they were in there for like 3 months or whatever it was and they couldn't get him out and there was all these efforts to try. They eventually got him.
Yeah.
Right. They got to him. They got him out. But it's like a lot of that was provisionary on like bad work practices and like super unsafe conditions and things like. So like when he first said miners, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I wish the government like. Watch out for more safe practices for provide safer equipment for these job sites, like more oversight, things like that. Things that can.
And a lot of it is like, just like any other job, they want you to do it quickly and efficiently. They don't care whether it's safe or not.
And
to be
over
fair,
on some island where we won't get taxed for it, doing it over there when we do the thing. I don't know. Yeah.
To be fair, if you read the lyrics, both miners in that line are spelled different.
One
is definitely kids and one is definitely coal miners.
Okay, fair enough.
So to make that distinction,
all right, that's a great look at the conversation it starts though, dude. Like there's just two words used differently in two different sentences, man. Like that. Wow.
But typically what happens is these companies, like I can't even think of a company right now, but let's say coal company A, right? They have a whole bunch of miners that are in unsafe working conditions. They're not provided with personal protective equipment. They're not, things are not going well. The safety dude is supposed to report, which normally they do. That's what they get paid for, to the state. And then the state goes, dude, you're our top producing mine. We're not going to do anything about it. Like, we're just going to look the other way. Well, then that's that's illegal for that state to do that. So at that point, the federal has to come in. The federal's like, hey, man, y'all provide coal for the White House, and I ain't saying shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's where a lot of that comes from, is people just ignoring shit.
Well, you can turn out how much, and you're doing it at what rate of time?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, keep doing that.
Yeah.
And
fuck your safety.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How about? Yeah. And which is such a terrible mindset, but like, just keep going. And then, you know, when you guys get trapped in a mine for 3 months, then we'll start sending crews out there and see if we can get you out of the hole. How about that?
Yeah.
God, dude. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. This is great so far, man.
I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting them...
For your bags of what?
For your bags of fudge rounds.
Fudge rounds. Oh, my God, dude.
Now, I think that's where they got it. They're like, oh, that's fat phobic, because that's been the thing with the whole
5'3" and 300 pounds. Look at
thing going on. Listen. Number one, if you're too fat to go to work, and it's not due to a medical condition before you got fat,
I think
you have a problem.
I think that's what he's getting at.
That's exactly what
because
he's
right
getting at.
before that he talks about like we got people in the streets who can't eat, and then we have obese people taking advantage of the welfare, and it's like, yeah, that's so then he goes on to follow. Look, if you're 5'3" and you're milking the welfare system to keep buying cookies for yourself. That's what he's getting at. Yeah. He's not just going, "Hey, fat ass, stop buying junk food." No,
he's like, "No,
he's
I shouldn't have to pay for that for you."
He's like these skinny fucking people that are out in the street and can't get in line for the food bank that day because it's all been taken over by whoever with their coupons and EBTs and all that shit. Like, yeah, the people that don't need it, man. Like, first, you know, give it to the people who need it. You know, like so. I guess I can understand where somebody would pick that apart and be like, "Oh, he's." Fat bashing or whatever the hell it is.
Like I said, I think that they were pissed off about the minor line.
And then he follows with that.
They used this as, hate speech is against community guidelines.
Can you imagine the cut up they used to use this also? Like, can you imagine how they cut it and spliced it to make it sound?
God.
Instead of just like we talk about the context before the line, where he's describing what's going on.
Yeah.
I guarantee they cut it, they chopped it, they made it sound like he was straight fat shaming and like being a total dickhead. Really, he's just being real. That's what's happening.
Dude. And listen, I'm a fat fuck myself over here, okay?
I don't think you know 300 pounds though.
I feed myself, okay? I don't rely on you, the taxpayer, or Matt, the taxpayer, to fucking shove fudge rounds into my ass.
I was going to say, look at your fucking knees and your elbows, bro. Like, that shit's dirty as fuck. Like, you're clearly out there working for it, man.
I'm fat.
We put episodes on our Patreon of you at your job doing your job. So like, I mean, what do you want, dude?
But like, and the thing is like these people are so big they can't go to work. I mean, if you ever watch My 600 Pound Life, that's like the saddest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really is.
Just infuriates me, to be honest. But like, these people are literally killing themselves at the taxpayer's expense. Mm-hmm. What? Anyway,
he's just describing the circumstance. That's all it is.
By the way, I'm gonna say it now. I know we're only part way through this. I would like to get to the end of this and then listen to it in one go, no pauses, just all context beginning to end.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. If you guys are cool with that,
it's that good of a song, and he's such a small artist. I think it's worth another listen.
We'll give him a long episode.
So if you guys are like, holy shit, you guys. Fucking stop. It's okay. We're going to give it one more listen here.
We'll give it the treat, okay? We'll give it the treat. Let's go.
Ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Big facts.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world. what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
They want to know what you think and know what you do. But they don't think that you do. They don't think that you know that they want to know everything about you. But you know damn well they do.
Yeah.
You know they do.
Yeah.
They don't think that you do. You know they do. Dude, there's so much in that small sentence, dude. There's so much in there. I really wanted to listen the second time around, like, okay, I want to hear this and, like, process it.
Yeah.
And, dude, it totally makes sense, man.
Yeah.
There's rich men north of Richmond. They want to know what you think and know what you do. They don't think that you know they want that, but you know they want that. Everyone fucking knows the government's what. I was telling Becca the other day, we were doing hypotheticals, and I was like, let's just sell all the studio shit and fucking we'll buy one of those little topper things for the Forester that like folds out in the tent and has the ladder on the side.
Oh my God.
I've never looked for one of those in my entire life on the internet. The next day, I pulled up Facebook, and the first ad that come up on my Facebook is one of those little topper things with a ladder on the side. And I'm like,
Let me tell you, those are
never searched for one of those in my entire. And you know, it was like I said, it's all hypotheticals. But like the fact that my phone was like, I got you, boo. I got you. I'm like, tell me the fucking government doesn't want to know what I know what I think, or what I'm doing. Like, come on, bro.
Me and Kenna were talking about breastfeeding in public a couple weeks ago. No. Okay.
No. Here come wish.com. Wait for it. What'd you find?
I keep getting all these videos on Instagram now of women talking about, well, we should be able to. I was like, normally it's all cars and fucking like wrenching shit and musicians, and now I get angry women screaming at me. I didn't even say nothing.
I don't care if you want to whip your titty out and feed your baby. I don't care. Do it. That's Mother Nature. That's what you're supposed to do. That's fine. Do the thing. I don't care. Covered, uncovered. I don't. I'm one of those guys. I don't give a shit. They're straight up listening. It's crazy, dude. Like what a wild thing, man. But so yeah, they don't think that you know that they want to know everything. Yeah. But you know, it's such a crazy. It's a cool concept, man.
And the way he wrote the line is just, it's simple. It's straight to the point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yet it's. This is one of those things. Those politicians always think that guys like our boy Oliver, okay, hard-working man in the Appalachian Mountains, in front of a deer stand. Okay,
it looks like a deer stand. Yeah.
They think that people like us are just stupid and we don't know anything. And yet he's able to take a line with so few words that have such a big impact and such a broad meaning, or not necessarily a broad meaning, but such a complex idea in such a few amount of words.
I know there's lines and limits for everything, but man, I'm telling you, the people at the ground level know way more than you would. Like the people who are working with their hands and working at the fundamental level of putting shit together, taking it apart, repairing things, fixing shit, cleaning things, moving things around, fucking transporting shit. Those guys see all the shit. They talk to all the people. They move all the stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people would argue, well, yeah, but they don't know how the rest of the world works. Well, I'll tell you this: those soldiers that get sent overseas and are down in the populace, patrolling the streets, going out through the roads, dealing with people, dealing in the markets, doing all. They know what's going on.
And same thing with like, a truck driver doesn't know what's going on in the world. A truck driver sees more of the world than most people will ever see in their life.
Yeah.
If you think he's not talking to people in those different states.
Oh, God, they don't ever shut up.
Those different cities and states that, yeah, exactly. If you think dude, my truck drivers that come through, I'm like, oh my God, great. It's fucking, here we go. It's Brian again. Oh boy. I got to go to the bathroom. Anyways. But yeah, dude, like those people, I mean, they might not know the best way to handle a situation, but I guarantee you they know what's fucking going on. I guarantee you they know more about it than you might assume they do. Like that, it's like I said, it all happens and like there are limits with everything, right? Like there's the people that are at the ground level, the fundamental level, doing the work, fixing the things, and then there's people who are like, like drug addicts and shit below that, who like think that they know everything, but they just having all these weird drug emotions going through them. Like I'm talking like what's the city park in Denver and stuff, dude, where just these, that's ground level, definitely. But like there's, I'm talking like working ground level versus just like that crazy fringe class.
Like the working class, blue collar,
God,
what used to be the middle class, I feel like it's fallen below.
And I'll tell you what, man, I would much rather, when it comes down to it, if I need to get somewhere or get something done and like shit's hitting the fan or whatever, I would much rather have a guy with me who can fix my car or who knows how to operate heavy machinery if shit's hitting the fan, or like, you know, a guy who's handled multiple weapons and knows how to fucking show me how to use a weapon and like the right way, the proper way. I would much rather have that guy, and chances are that guy's going to be like a blue collar, like a working man at some point, had
mechanics,
you know,
welders,
something, you know,
workers,
and
like,
would much rather have that guy by my side at the end of all this shit than some fucking guy with a bunch of money who's like, oh, I'm wealthy, I'll just pay somebody to do it. And it's like, not when the world turns, bro, and everybody's against you. Like, that money ain't gonna do shit. And like he just said, your dollar's not worth shit. It's already getting taxed to death by the guy who's like claiming that he wants to help you. Like, that, it's not it, dude. It's not it.
Not it.
This is so good, dude. This is so good. Let's keep going. Let's finish it out if we can.
Like I said, the last couple days on repeat. I
good,
must have
man.
listened to this 50 times.
I
in the
get it
past
now.
5 days.
I get it. It's really good, dude.
Cause the Richmond, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Big facts. Very well done.
Yes, sir.
Didn't mention. I didn't get a chance to mention the doggos in there, but I mean, any video that gets that you have dogs in, you automatically get 5 out of 5.
Automatically.
Rules are rules. I didn't write them. I just made them, and we have to follow them. Okay,
Yes.
so you
5
get 5 out of 5. Even if the song wasn't already incredibly amazing, your doggos are amazing,
dude.
and they get 5 out of 5.
Before this blew up, I think it was yesterday, he had a show at like a farmer's market or flea market that he set up like a couple months ago. All of a sudden, this
There's a
comes
billion
out,
people here.
and it just blows the fuck up. Okay?
Oh no.
So he's at this farmer's market playing this show, and dude, I am not kidding. It is unreal to see. I'll show you on Instagram later. But he's on this stage just like this. His guitar, a microphone, and he's got a little like iPad that's sitting there. And there are people wrapped around the sides and around the front. And I mean, they're piled up as high and as back as far as you can see.
Dude, that's awesome.
Wow.
Good for him, man. Like, what a crazy, and that's, we've talked about this before with, who was it, Daz Black or something we were talking about, where, like, you don't want to get famous overnight. Maybe it was Brandon Ferris. Where, like, you don't want to be super overnight viral, and like I guess in certain circumstances it's probably okay. You know, he's obviously got more than one song, so he's got material, but like he's still probably at this point now he's probably thinking like, shit, I gotta put a fire under it. I need to write more. Yeah, I need to get some content out, maybe make some videos. What do I do next? And not only what do I do next, how do you follow something that's getting 13 million views in 6 days on a third repost? Oh god. Like, how do you follow that? Like, what are you gonna do? Yeah. So I'm sure it's an amazing feeling, but at the same time, I'm sure it's an immense amount of pressure. Also, I'm sure he's probably pooping his pants a little bit. I would be too.
Oliver, if you ever come across this, thank you,
dude. This song is amazing. Sorry you're going through so much shit because I don't understand it, but maybe that's just the Wyoming in me. I don't see any problem with it, but
we're talking about the pressure, right? There's going to be a lot of labels, which I'm sure you know. There's going to be a lot of labels who will come to you and want to sign you and say, oh, we'll make everything easy and blah, blah, blah,
They're going to start throwing numbers at you.
And they'll start saying this word. We believe in your values. We believe in your image. We believe... They don't.
We're here to support your success.
They don't. And I'm sure you know that. Yeah. These are the rich men... south of Richmond from Nashville.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're not wrong.
Watch out for those guys. Okay, but yeah, man, you stay independent and you keep putting out music like this, dude. Like,
unbelievable, dude. Yeah. Unbelievable. And you would fit the bill perfectly for literally any venue in Wyoming. Like you could come through and play in any spot you wanted to. You could pick. We have a venue here. It's called the David Street Station, and you would pack that house.
Oh, dude.
And it would be amazing.
Every person in Wyoming would be out here. I mean, God, they'd have to shut down half the city.
Dude, they would do
Yeah.
it for you, man, for sure. So
But-
that was amazing. Keep it up, dude.
was.
I wish you all the best success, and like Chris said, stay independent and keep grinding, man. It's awesome. So
5
good.
out of 5.
So
Let's hear
good.
it one more time.
Yeah, let's go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit,
So good.
and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Love that guitar.
Yeah, dude. The pearly headstock thing, dude, that's super cool. And it's like what's like a lap steel guitar or whatever the hell, steel guitar or whatever the hell it's called.
I don't remember what they call
It's
it.
got a
I've been
resonator
selling
in
my
it.
soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Dude,
Yes,
and I'm like,
sir.
I'm listening to this now, and I'm like, I'm starting to get a little irritated, because like
It makes you want to quit your job.
the controversial side of this thing where everyone's
Where
getting
people are
mad
upset.
that he fat shamed some people. Like, are you fucking serious? Are we really in a society right now where you can't
Yeah.
realize that you're fucking obese and you're manipulating a system, and someone's telling you that you're doing that, and now you're gonna like accuse them of being the bad guy? Are
Yeah.
you fucking serious? Like, I'm not actually like really pissed. I'm just like analyzing that in my head, and I'm like, yeah, man, he's got a point. Like, he's not trying to call anybody out. He's just saying, for God's sake, like, come on, dude.
Like, get your shit
wake the
together.
fuck up. And on the other side of that, this could all. There's so many doorsteps that we could open with it. Like, so many doors that we like. This could fall into a conspiracy thing. You know, right after he talks about obese people milking welfare, putting themselves into the ground. Well, the government.
I was going to talk about that.
I was going to say the government might let them keep getting that welfare because of some population control thing, right? There's all sorts of weird conspiracy things. Like, that's there's a conspiracy thing with why cigarettes are still legal, is because cigarettes kill 480,000 people a year. It's like kills more than any natural disaster or disease or anything like that all combined. So like, in order to maintain,
don't have to pay Social Security on people who don't live long enough to collect it.
exactly. And so like, Yeah, we know how deadly tobacco is. The facts and the evidence are all over there, and it's been proven time and time and over the history and years. But no, we keep it legal. Why? Because we can't control the population. We can't just cull the fucking herd as the government, but we can do it silently. And like, I don't know. I'm not saying I believe in any of that shit. I'm just saying this discussion.
There's a lot of doors.
There's so much discussion to be had off of just one set of lines, man.
Now that line you were talking about putting them 6 feet in the ground, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually a separate. So like, there's our taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
What does he say right after that?
Young men putting themselves 6 feet.
See,
in the ground.
I kept missing the young men in there, so
Yeah.
I thought he was just saying they keep putting themselves in the ground. And I was like,
too.
oh, okay, well then that falls into the government controlling the population bullshit. Oh, but if it's okay, fair enough.
Either way works. But
yeah.
But like, young men keep putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all the government does is keep kicking them down. And I'll tell you this, and people might. Okay, ready? Comment section about to get lit.
Well, half of them dropped off when we played through it again, so
Perfect.
You're good.
Comment section about to get lit over here, okay? I think that the whole transgender thing, I don't remember if you saw that video of when Congress was talking about all of that. The guy asked her, he goes, I noticed you used the term birthing person. Is that referred to as women? And she goes on this whole fucking thing. He goes, yeah, but like, women give birth, right? She goes, well, a woman can't really be defined. He goes, you can't define woman? Like, so...
Women can't... Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
So anyway...
Woo!
Here's the thing people aren't seeing, okay? The whole drive... Now, I got to say this carefully because... You've
already stepped over the line, Chris.
If you want to go and be a guy and dress like a girl and whatever, that's your prerogative.
Practice what you preach, man. That's fine. Whatever. Like
whatever. But why is there such a hard push in Congress to get words changed, to get to do the whole bathrooms thing, the whole like? Why is there such a push to change everything? Our
Civil
speech,
War, baby. Civil War.
Pit
them against each other so they all hate each other.
Now, ready? This is going to blow your mind. I've done some thinking about this. It's an attack on men. Now, I know you're like, okay, how does the whole transgender thing...
I'm kind of on board, I guess.
So, here's how this works. If you can't define a woman and what a woman is...
What a girl wants.
Women are the only reason that any of us exist.
That any life has ever existed. Females are the only reason. Animals and mammals. Animals, humans, Homo sapiens, all the ones.
If people
females, bro,
who are men who want to be women because they feel they'll be treated differently because the government's going to give them this, they're going to be treated special in this place, you can't speak against them because of this, because they were a man who's now a woman... you now have less men who are willing to fight back against whatever tyrannical law you have coming or whatever.
So it's like a men fighting for equal rights by
being
fighting
women.
Fire with fire kind of a thing, type of a
Kinda.
deal, or just jumping ship because that's where the benefits are at.
So like, if you notice in China, right? In China,
I don't notice anything in China, but enlighten me.
So in China, they got rid of like if you're And I don't know if this is... I doubt this is for all of China, and it may have only been a certain... I know it's not this way now, but it used to be.
Oh, with having kids with blue eyes or whatever?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was about... women can't have long hair. You had to dress a certain way when you were in public. You couldn't wear any makeup, eyelashes, none of those.
They're trying to like make everyone gray, basically.
So everybody's the same gender now, right?
Yeah, okay.
So now that everybody's the same gender, it's hard to tell who the men are, who the women are. Everybody just feels the same, right? But when it comes time where somebody starts to push on the people don't push back because they're expecting somebody else to do it because, well, we used to have men that stood up for things and now we're all just We're like,
We're all grays, bro.
if they can get rid of the term women, if they can get rid of the term man, okay, and if they can make you believe that we're all exactly the same, then what makes us any different than anybody else? And it's very easy for the government to just push people over when they're that way.
You're kind of just desensitizing people to everything, so that when something major happens, they're just like, oh, it's legitimately like a dumbed down version of Wall-E, where like they're just pretty much like, try blue, it's the new red, and everyone sees it and like, ooh, and they press a button and their whole outfit just changes to that color, and then everyone around them's wearing blue, like, try the new shake thingy or whatever, and they put their old one in a cup thing and it goes down and brings out the new one and it's a new flavor or whatever, like. Yeah, it's like the beginning stages of something like that, man, where it's just
other countries have used it.
How do you get away with, like, at that point, how do you get away with like finding people for crimes and shit if everybody looks the same? Well, I guess
it doesn't matter. You just punish the community.
Or people won't be committing crimes because, like you said, they'll be desensitized to everything. And
like
they're gonna be...
San Francisco, they just decriminalize everything. Whatever happens, happens. Like,
good luck out there, West Coast.
Oakland is having a hell of a time because now all the people who were just talking about defunding the police are now protesting for more police presence.
Oakland and San Francisco, man, have been having problems for a long time. So
tell me how that shit works.
Yeah.
It's because in Richmond, north of Richmond, man, they let them in there. Got too deep.
All right, on to the next conspiracy theory. Did you see the directed laser beams that started the fires in Hawaii? Anyways, on the next episode,
aliens.
God. Okay, for anyone that's still here, if you made it this far, please leave a cloud emoji in the comments.
You know what?
Way
Leave an alien emoji in the comments.
Either or will work. We know you made it this far at that point. So yeah, that was this. Oliver
this
Anthony
song was amazing.
Is incredible. He sparks more conversation than 90% of the other artists I hear in the mainstream today, or making top playlists or whatever. So I really hope he keeps at it, and I am super interested to hear what else he has to say. And like I found nothing offensive about that.
No.
Like, literally, he's just speaking facts.
I've heard more offensive shit from Eminem, and everybody praises him as a god.
Bro,
so.
I'm not bashing the dudes, but Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun, man, like that. Tom McDonald will call some fucking people out. If you think saying if you're 300 pounds, you shouldn't be using welfare to buy fudge rounds, holy shit, you are not ready for a Tom McDonald video. You are not ready at all, because, whoa, dude.
Big facts.
He goes a lot. He literally has a song called People So Stupid.
Yeah.
What?
And snowflakes.
Come on,
man.
Like, anyways, that was amazing. 5 out of 5. Let's get out of here, Chris.
And buttholes. Anyway.
Oh my God.
If you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang, and we'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Ow.
Great episode, dude. Great song. Good pick. I'm really glad you picked that one.
Good conversation.